Patrick Dempsey, aka Mark Kincaid, will not be returning to Scream 7. So, ladies and gentlemen, Hellcats and Hellhounds, if you've been living on a rock or if you've been waiting on me to talk about this news, I have a lot to say. So let's go ahead and get started. So recently it was announced that Joel McHale will be playing Sidney Prescott's husband in Scream 7 and not Patrick Dempsey. So I was shocked when this news dropped a couple of days ago. It just doesn't make sense to me, right? It was just perfect the way it was worked out in the fans' heads, right? Now, it was never confirmed from Kevin Williamson that Mark Kincaid and Sidney Prescott were married. It was never confirmed. Now, at the end of Scream 3, they were, together dating, but it was never confirmed that Mark Kincaid was the father of Sidney Prescott's children that was basically name dropped in Scream, I believe, 5. And so apparently Kevin Williamson was like, fuck that. We're going to go a different route and have Joel McHale play Mark. Now, I don't know what his last name's going to be. I don't know if it's been released yet. I haven't seen any news on it. But I do know how I feel. And I feel like it was a missed opportunity. Now, there are two things that just go through my head when this was announced. Number one, could they afford Patrick Dempsey? I don't think they could. With everybody that's signing on to Scream 7, I think Patrick Dempsey was just way too much money for the studio. And I feel like he should have been one of the first ones casted if you knew you were going to go down the route with Sidney Prescott's husband. Number two, the reason why I don't think he could sign on for Scream 7 was possibly that he's filming Thanksgiving 2. It could be his scheduling, right? He could be filming Thanksgiving 2. He could be filming some other projects and he just didn't have time to, film Scream 7. Or 3, his role wasn't going to be used well, right? And that makes me go to my next theory, which is I believe Sidney Prescott's husband is going to be the opening kill for Scream 7. I think Joel McHale's character Mark is going to die in Scream 7. I think he's going to be the opening kill and it's going to devastate Sidney Prescott. I think that there's going to be a whole funeral sequence. I think that it's going to be insane. Everything's on the line this time. And I think Sidney's husband is going to die. And I think because Joel McHale is new to the franchise, I feel like it is going to be a throwaway death. And that's another reason why I think they're going a different direction. I think that if Patrick Dempsey were to sign on for Scream 7 and he were to be a throwaway death, I think the fans will be upset because he is a legacy character at this point, right? And I don't think he wants to kill off Mark Kincaid. But with Joel McHale coming in and this being his first appearance, I feel like he can die easily and the fans just be like, oh, well, fuck it, he's gone. But at the same time, it's Sidney Prescott's husband, so it means a lot to the story, even though it doesn't mean anything to us fans. Now, if you put her together with Mark Kincaid, then if he dies in the beginning of the film, we're going to be pissed off, but it had to happen for the shock factor, right? So I see what they were doing there. I see they were saving Mark Kincaid's character and coming in with a new Mark. But as always, that's just your Hellmaster's opinion. What are your guys' thoughts on Scream 7 news? Joel McHale starring as Mark, Sidney Prescott's husband, and Patrick Dempsey, aka McDreamy, will not be returning to Scream 7 like we all thought. We all thought he was going to be back, but he's not. So let me know down in the comments below. I'm your Hellmaster Day. I'll catch you Hellcats and Hellhounds in the next one. Peace.